Hi, it's Susan from Inspire to Retire. You are going to hear some wild stories on some of these items, and you won't believe what I have got. I don't believe it sometimes, what I get for some items. So stay watching and watch to the end, because the best ones are scattered throughout. But oh my gosh, that last one. Okay, skip to the end if you have to. But if you can stay with it, watch them all, because maybe you'll learn something. Who knows? And I'm always watching other people, so I appreciate any comments that you have, any reflections that you have. Share them with me, and enjoy this video. This first item I found at a thrift store, and it was so exquisitely done that I couldn't leave it there. I know there are some Mary Engelbreit fans out there, and it was just so well done. I had to buy it to resell. Didn't know how long it would take, but it sold fairly quickly at what I thought was a fair price of $35. Here's another costume I sold. I had it at Vendor's Village, and it never sold, obviously, but it sold on eBay for $29.99. Bread maker paddles can be a hit or miss, and usually a miss, but I do like to save them because they are so small and easy to ship. And when you sell them, it's easy pocket money. So don't go buying these thinking you're going to make a lot of money, but count on having them for a long time and you'll make a little money. When I was cleaning out the laundry room, you may remember that I had found a bunch of my daughter's leotards. These were ones that she no longer wanted, but they were high-quality leotards that I'd paid quite a bit of money for, unlike the ones I pick up at thrift shops. So I definitely wanted some money back out of these, and I didn't disappoint when I listed them. I had somebody contact me and ask about 3 of them, to be bundled for $75, and although low, I thought, okay, a bird in the hand, I will take it. I moved on to sell another one of her very first leotards that I bought from Snowflake Designs, because I didn't know if she'd be in gymnastics that long. Turns out she was. Here's the beautiful Snowflake Design leotard that I sold. $18 for it is very fair, considering she got a lot of wear out of it. Another one of my daughter's leotards that we bought at a competition, so I know I paid in the area of $40 to $50 for this one. She wore it a few times, not as much as some of the other ones, and I was happy to get $25 out of it. Moving on to this Lisa Frank vintage pair of folders. This was more of a rescue, but there's some Lisa Frank out there that can be worth a lot. Keep your eyes open for Lisa Frank binders that are vintage from the 90s. Here's a cute doggy sweater that I rescued from the trash heap and resold. Hey, it's free money. I like that. I was hesitant to buy this Mikasa set of glasses because there were only 3. I usually want 4 or 6, but I went ahead and did it because it's such a popular pattern and these were in such great shape, and I'm glad I did. I got $29.99 for them, so that was a great sale. I collect owl things, and you would think I would keep these, but nah, I am trying to downsize, and I bought these to resell. I got them from a rummage sale, I believe, and they were just so cute, and I probably paid about $3 to $4 for them, and I'm very happy to get $35 back. Uh-oh, here we go again. It's Lennox. I love Lennox, as you know, and this is so pretty. I was going to keep it if it didn't sell. Sadly for me, it sold for $24.99, which, of course, I'm happy about, and the buyer was just thrilled to get it. Here's the feedback that she gave me. She says, "To find Lennox for Christmas, which matches my eternal pattern, was a fluke. To work with the seller was incredible. Christmas sleigh is beyond gorgeous, packed with great care and delivered quickly. Absolutely am saving the seller's site. Okay, she spelled it wrong, but that's okay. Which has an amazing adventure of interesting things. Packing this item was no small feat. I used some foam packing, wrapped it very tightly in a box, sealed that box, used some packing peanuts, put it in a larger box. So it was double boxed with a lot of great packing materials. So be sure to invest in your packing materials, if you're going to be sending anything breakable. I've sent something recently that did break, and I was just heartbroken over it. So it happens to the best of us. So, as I said, make sure you invest in those packing materials if you buy breakables. This Calphalon pan I picked up for a few bucks at Catholic Charities, and we used it for a little bit and decided, hey, we don't need that many pots and pans in our drawer, and that was part of the clean out of my kitchen the first time through. So put it up on eBay and got 30 bucks for it. The next few I'm going to show you, I almost don't want to tell you about because it's almost like a shh secret. Because I love these things. I bought a box at Catholic Charities of reel-to-reel tapes, RTR tapes. I've used reel-to-reel tapes back when I was in college as a music student. So way back when we were using reel-to-reel tapes to listen to our teachers teach us about listening to music. So they kind of have a sentimental value to me, but not that much. Not for 90 bucks they don't. I just came across this gold mine box of RTRs that were in excellent shape. And I may never come across them again, but I've been slowly selling them off and just look to see what I've got for them. And this guy has purchased a few of them from me. I don't even want to say what I paid for them, but it was really low. And somebody had cleaned out grandpa's or grandma's music collection when they died, and I hit the gold mine. Be on the lookout for Dansk mugs, DANSK. Especially the more holiday the pattern, the better, I think, with this particular brand. And these did extremely well for $35. I probably paid 50 cents a piece. I got these at the Restore that's now closed, and I probably paid 50 cents to $1 for the entire box. The buyer had me taking so many pictures of it, but he finally did buy it for $49.99, and I'm glad of it, and shipped them super carefully, and he seems to be enjoying them because I've not heard a peep. The moral of this story is if you see an unusual game, pick it up, scan it, take a look at it. The farming game strategy board game, yeah, not one I knew about, but I looked it up and I'm like, dang, I think this could make some money. Of course, there's always counting pieces and all that stuff that comes with buying games. So be aware there's some work involved in some of this stuff. But for the most part, it was a good pickup and a good sale. Paid 50 cents for it. Here's another thing I always pick up and look at, and that is a Scentsy brand warmer. So not all candle warmers are going to give you money, but Scentsy is one that generally does. I say generally. Most of the time if I pick them up for under 10 bucks, I will make money on them. So that's not saying I guarantee you will make money on them, but it is definitely worth it looking up and picking up and checking out what the name is on the bottom. I believe I bought this among a whole bunch of Hallmark ornaments last year at Goodwill and at Catholic Charities and at the Restore. So I can't tell you exactly which store this one came from, but I was paying in the area of $2 to $3 a piece. Many of them were brand new in the box. This one got me $17.99. Ah, vintage phones. Never be afraid to at least look up a vintage phone, because honestly, I've sold plenty of vintage phones and they seem to sometimes be a surprising value, like this one for $49.99. Who would have guessed? Not me, even. But this one had several lines to it, a lot of features. It was definitely an office phone. Whereas this next one, this Nortel, it was just your kind of office phone. I kind of remember using ones like this back when I was a secretary for, gosh, some real estate office somewhere. And so not as intricate or detailed, but look phones up. You can always leave it there in the thrift store, but look it up. This is the beautiful blueberry glass bake pan that I listed very recently, and it sold rather quickly for $19.99. I hope people enjoy making brownies in these as much as I do. Like many resellers, almost everything comes with a story. This one is the story of me buying a whole bunch of Lennox off of a local person who was actually one of my daughter's first grade teachers. True story. And I've been parting it out. I've parted a few pieces already. This one piece went for $24.97. Here's another ornament. Again, I couldn't tell you which thrift store I bought it from, but it is an amazing one that has lights and music and all kinds of cool stuff. Sold it for $21.59. Go Hallmark. Okay, bear with me with the stories on these things, but of course, this is a Gymboree item. Not only is it a Gymboree item, but it's one I've hoarded for many, many years. As you can see, it is from 1999. And I saved for hopefully having another baby for years. And then I thought maybe for grandchildren. But I eventually went back to that box and said, most of this should go. I saved one or two items that I really, really loved and put everything else that was new with tags up on eBay. And it sold for $179. $179. Go me. I will always pick up good brand name needlepoint like Janlin, Sunset, and the very best is Dimensions or Dimensions Gold. If you find those, yep, they're like gold. But this one still, even just a regular old Sunset stitchery, $49.99. Oh boy, here's a doozy of a story. I'm going to try and make it short. Bought this at a yard sale for an unbelievable $5. It was brand spanking new. My husband nearly fell over because he worked in South Philly in the Italian area, and he worked in a store that sold these types of very expensive pots. Could not believe we snagged it for $5. I listed it for about the same price as I got for it used now, $179. And the lady cooked spaghetti sauce in it. Spaghetti sauce. Outrageous. Then she wrote me angry emails complaining I tried to poison her family because of all the pitting. And you just don't, she didn't know how to use an expensive pot. Ignorance is no excuse. And I had to pay the price. She returned it. I had to refund all her money, all the shipping, all that nonsense. I was traumatized from this whole thing. eBay did not support me at all. So, yeah, sometimes you lose money. But I turned around and recently relisted it, and it sold really quickly for $179.99. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this video, I'd love to do more. I don't know if you like to see what I've sold, but I figured I can do that every month or every 2 months and just kind of give you a taste of things that I have sold in my store. I have a link for my store down below, so check it out if you'd like to. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you can. And just know I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.